So Elon Musk, alongside Vivek will be. I never know Vivek's last name, and I can't say Vivek's last name, but he will be manning this new government department or agency called DOGE, Department of Government Efficiency. And he says he will basically be cutting government spending. And um, the term he used was that it was going to be both tragic and entertaining to do it, right? He says this will be both extremely tragic and extremely entertaining. Musk posted along with a promise to let the public weigh in on specific cuts. So that's going to be very, very interesting. And apparently he's hiring, so we know what that process will be looking like, because he's very much against diversity. He thinks it's the devil, for example. So you expect to see an agency or a department, whatever well, it's a department of government efficiency. So it's a department. It's going to be very interesting to see the makeup of the people who are cutting government spending. And he basically has promised to make it all public. So he'll post everything on his platform X, and he will gamify the whole process, apparently. Let me see what it says here. Something. Let's read this article. Um, Musk promise of an epic leaderboard of dumb government spending reveals his marketing savvy. So this is in Business Insider, this article. So many people are already on board, and and they support what he's doing. And it will, as I said, it will be very interesting to see the cuts and to see the types of people who are doing the cuts in this department. It says in Business Insider, communications experts said it would gamify the conversation and probably get a lot of attention. Still, some also warn that it could oversimplify something that can be complicated. And so Elon Musk wants to gamify the act of cutting government spending, and experts in communications and marketing say it's a savvy strategy to get people to pay attention to a dry subject. The Tesla CEO said this week that he planned to post a public leaderboard for the most insanely dumb spending of your tax dollars. This will be both extremely tragic and extremely entertaining, Musk posted, along with a promise to let the public weigh in on specific cuts. Yeah, so it sounds like it's going to be very, very interesting, and I can almost predict already, but I'm not going to say anything, um, where he's heading with this, where he will start and where he will end with all of these proposed cuts. And I can also imagine what well, here he is with this guy Vivek. I mean, I can't pronounce Vivek's last name, so I don't try. But scary times. And why? Because nobody ever listens to me. Nobody ever listens to me. I told y'all, this election, the stakes are too high for an experimental candidate like Kamala Harris. She's an experiment. Why she is an experiment? The country has never elected anybody like her, right? It's an experiment to see if they're ready. And you don't have to experiment right now. Don't check the pulse right now. They are not ready. They're not ready. Put up somebody else. Or leave Joe Biden. Joe Biden had a catastrophic debate Joe Biden was old, etc., he would have gotten 70 million American Democrats to vote for him a lot quicker than Kamala Harris could have, right? Because they would have closed their eyes and held their noses and voted for him to stop Trump. But no, you oust Joe Biden, right? You force him out, whoever you are. I mean, whether it's Nancy Pelosi or whatever, I don't know. And you put before the American electorate a candidate that they are just not going to vote for. I mean, even the blind can see it. Even the dumb and the mute can hear it and speak it and sense it and feel it. How do people with experience, how do intelligent people make such stupid decisions, right? And now we are left with this is what we're left with, what we're looking at right here, and this new department, DOGE, and they're crying about all of Trump's other appointments, which again, I wish I could tell you I knew any of these people that Trump is appointing, but excuse me, but I haven't really been following intentionally. Like I just don't follow because politics is so it takes away my peace. I seek my peace. But now I can't not pay attention now, right? I can't not pay attention because once I saw what the Democrats did with putting up Kamala Harris, I mean, with all due respect to Kamala Harris, she's a fighter. She did her best. She's intelligent. She's well educated. She's had a great career. She's an impressive CV. She was the wrong candidate for this particular election cycle. Put her up in 4 years, something like that. Once you stop Trump, you don't put her now. So now, as Nancy Pelosi said herself, we have to live with what has happened. And I don't even think Nancy Pelosi understands what that actually really means and what it's actually going to look like. But soon, once Elon Musk and this guy Vivek has had their way, and look, I'm all for efficiency. I'm all for government efficiency. I mean, don't get me wrong. But, I think that sometimes you can you can oversimplify a situation. There are levels and there are dimensions and there are nuances in everything, right? It's not all as simple as black and white, right? It really just isn't, you know. And you sometimes, you go in like a bull in a china closet and you start doing X, Y, and Z and you make things worse. You make it worse because, the human experience is complicated. I mean, you need sensitivity. You can't do it without sensitivity, which is why, whoever created this construct called life created two genders because you need different things.